But first, water, then coffee. Y'all, that's the new motto. Hi, I'm Tracy. Welcome. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. It's all about things here at the Cove, what I'm shopping, thinking, eating, wearing, mischief, shenanigans I'm getting up to, sharing stuff I have, just hanging out with y'all, sharing my stuff. It's kind of fun. You know, it's like when you meet new friends and you get to tell your stories over again. But I'm getting over a cold. And so I went to bed last night like 9, and I mean, dead asleep at 9. So I woke up early today. But I'd had a request. A couple people asked. They'd like to see some more of this catalog. I had showed some of the sheets I was using in art. So this is a 1902 edition of Sears Roebuck catalog, but it was reprinted in 1969. So it's kind of vintage again in its own way. It's got a lot of foxing. But yeah, I have all kinds of cool, interesting stuff like this. So I am going to share it with you. And I would not being a professional YouTuber, I'm trying to always find a way. Okay. Try to move closer to the light source. But I've already ripped some pages out. Look how kind of cool that is. Look at that. Just sort of the typed thing. But all this, I mean, can be used in art, right? I mean, I was thinking I don't really need to go buy ephemera. Like, just I need to look at my own stash. But you can color that. I mean, there's so many opportunities. And this paper is really cool. It's going to absorb stuff really well. And I'm going to take you guys, I'm going to practice, do some coffee staining. I saw someone on YouTube. I used to do it a lot. And she had some really cool ideas. So I'm going to use some of this, will be with some of the papers I use. But yeah, can you imagine how excited people were back in the day to get this catalog, y'all? I mean, and of course there's the advertisers, even the fonts. Make sure you can see that. Even like, just look at that around it, the different kind of things. Very inspiring. So look at those tools. I can imagine, and in kind of ways we've kind of gone full circle, right? Like we're back online looking at things. Look at those watches. Just, can you imagine, $275? And here you can put a photograph of your loved one in there. Can you imagine? I mean, what everybody earned at the time? I can't imagine. But neck chains. So these are more for men. Are you okay, Claire? Sneezing. Thimbles, rings. I mean, all kinds of really interesting things. Even look at the fonts. But can you imagine secret society and emblem charms, y'all? Now this, look at that. Solid stone studs, cufflinks. I mean, these are just phenomenal. So yeah, so you got all the personal, oh, look at that, y'all. Like I could cut, look at that. I could harvest that. That's what they say, harvest. Rip out is what I say, and put in some of my Valentines stuff. Pens, I mean, you name it. I think the clocks, you know. And just think, now these things are also collectible. I mean, they've always been collectible, but I mean, you name it, and they have it. Telegraph instruments. Can you imagine? Look at the, take your photo. Claire's like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, there, I can't go through every page, but let's just like zoom around here. Oh my gosh, look at that bike. $8.95. Wow, $8.95 to $15.75. Even I love that font right there. And little parts for things, guns. We can skip over the guns. Lots of guns in here. Wow, pages of guns, you guys. Bullets. All right. So just like kitchen stuff. This looks like men's underwear. Tents. I mean, I was practicing. I was using some new markers I got from THRU. Look at this. You're going to be a male person, milk wagon. Imagine buying your own milk wagon. Horse stuff. Look at all that. Of course, horses were the thing back then, y'all. Looks like plain and fancy lap robes. I guess when you're in the open car. Plain and fancy, y'all. That's a good name of a channel. Plain and fancy. Soap. The drug department. Earn money. See, everyone's been a hustle since the beginning of time. Look at that. Goodness me. I guess you're a man if you use that product. White Ribbon Secret Liqueur Cure. Remember, back in the day, Coca-Cola was made with cocaine. We learn, we grow, right? No, but, I mean, do we? Look at that. Now, how fun. I mean, you guys, this is like a treasure trove. If you use this product, y'all, this is what your hair is going to look like. Guaranteed. Our 60-cent Princess Hair Restorer. Wow. Or, let's see, sold under our personal guarantee, y'all. Personal guarantee. But try and get them. I mean, it would take months probably to get letters. So, sewing machine. Y'all, how am I going to fix my sewing machine? I remember though, I have a friend whose daughter, she's like a Renaissance woman, young woman. She can do everything. And I'm going to maybe ask her to look at it. It might be something simple. Hammers, any tool you can imagine. Beverly and I were talking about rug beaters, but I took out the index. Look at this. Look at that stove. Hinges. Is this amazing? I mean, I don't think it existed if they didn't have it. House furnishing hardware department. Carpet sweeper. Now, is that the same as a carpet beater? Apparently people collect carpet beaters, y'all. Did you know that? People collect anything. But Beverly remembers her grandmother's. And is all excited. That looks like a beater, right? No, lump chimney cleaner. Dish mop. Grinders. Got to grind your own stuff. Can you imagine how exhausting it must have been to live? And I think my life's hard, right? Sometimes insane. It puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Pots and pans and all kinds of cool stuff. Let's see. Cheapest supply house on earth. Sears and ROBUCk. I mean, I think our last Sears closed around here. Things change. Wheels, y'all. These sinks. I mean, look at that commode, y'all. Weren't you something? Can you imagine going out in the freezing cold to use a bathroom? Okay, and of course, farmers were all the things. So all this farming equipment. Isn't that something? Tables. There's a $350 kitchen cabinet. You got all your furniture. So someone wanted a vanity, $10.95. These are probably, these were for people, wealthier people. I don't believe my grandparents were ordering from this catalog. Maybe some version of it. Look at that, baby carriages. or maybe for people actually. So you got dress goods, you got fabric. Imagine how just beautiful that was in person. I mean, sewing, I mean, safety pins, y'all. You couldn't hop down to the store and get a safety pin. Shirts, socks, hat. I love the hats. So what was a good hat? This is the Texas Chief, $4.25. This hat is more expensive than a piece of furniture. That's weird. You guys, look at this shoe. Look how long those shoes were. Look at that. $1.95. And now we got women's bonnets. Now I did rip out a lot of the women's stuff already. Baby stuff. Look at that. No, thank you. Kind of grim. Always grim looking, right? Children's clothes. And those things were barely ever washed, right? I mean, woof. Look at that. That hairstyle. Look how fun. Now I took out, I think, most of the men's overcoats. They're really cool looking. They were kind of sinister. But look at the men. See, the men are fun. Suit, $7.50. Much more interesting, I think, than the women's clothes. Look at that. Look at that. This is awesome. Boys long pants suits. Boys. Look at these coats, y'all. So let's see. Maybe that one's okay. Jet black curly dog coat. I don't even want to know. For $20. Wow, you were rich to buy that thing. So yeah, and then I ripped out, and there I guess was the actual store. So yeah, I ripped out a lot of pages. I went through and just ripped out some to have in a stash, but I'm in a coffee state now. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be pulling papers that I'm gonna try to find, like tracing paper, just all kinds of paper, and see how it takes it. Do stencils. The woman did stencils on top of it. But yeah, but that's going to be like a thing. So I don't know if I'll do it Friday. Depending on how I feel, I'm going to go back to work, so I might be tired. And I got to have the space and the time. You know, it's going to be a couple hour thing. You got to let them dry, but I'm excited about that. So what do y'all think? Do you like this? Looking through some of these old interesting books with me? Let me know in the comments, because I have thousands of them. But yeah. And I am going to get back to my going through books for Gail. And I think I have one I haven't uploaded yet about what library books I was returning. I just, you know, you guys, between YouTube and living and commuting, and it's hard to read. I'm trying to be a woman in the library, and I'm just used to reading all the time. So part of me trying to get up early in the morning, plus I have spiritual books I want to read. I try to read kind of grounding books in the morning. Maybe I'll share those with you. This is supposed to be a really good book. I don't know if I've shown it yet. But The Impossible Us. So many people, my friend Heather, she loved this book. And Beverly loved it. Claire's liking it. So y'all, it's a different kind of book. If you're a good reader and you haven't read this, you might want to. Sarah Lotz. I think it's her first book. And then what else do I have? Just in my little stash I'm going through. Wicked Georgetown. Scoundrels, Sinners, and Spies. So if a local person writes a book, we will add one to the collection. Normally they buy 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 books, but you can add just one. So Georgetown, you know, it's got its own little history, but I love stuff like this. And then this is a new book called not new to me, new series. Actually, May. The Marlowe Murder Club. These ladies take death seriously. Robert Thorgood. So I have to check and make sure. I think this is the first one. But I love murder mysteries, y'all. I really, really love them. But I literally, if I could give up sleeping, I could get everything I want to get done. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, and I went through the Montgomery Ward's catalog. That was fun. But yeah, so it's just part of things that inspire me in my art, things I already have, things that I don't need to go thrifting to look for old books, y'all. I need to go in my garage. So let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and if you're new here because of art, I welcome you. Let me know who you are, where you're from, like what kind of art you do, what you're interested in. And yeah, that would be awesome. So you take care, and I'm going to see you really soon with some kind of art supply from my studio.